So we're going to get started. So my name is Ivan Kiwala. I am hosting this meeting today as the founder and CEO of Worldwide FX Trading. We are a small firm and a group of traders, mainly, trading with prop firm. I am myself a certified and funded trader with FTMO. We do work, some of our traders work with Trader Central Fund. And recently, one of my traders introduced me to the prop firm, which was, like a very, very exciting opportunity. Myself and a bunch of people from my team, we joined the Telegram group, and everybody has seen, the excitement. Decided to talk to Will and invite him today to, tell us a little bit more about the firm and how he started, the, questions that people have. But I hope that we're going to be able to have a really good meeting and hear from Will Gomez from the prop trading. So without further ado, we're going to turn it back to Will. The floor is yours, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ivan. So my name is Will Gomez. I am the co-founder of the prop trading. First of all, I would like to thank Ivan and all the team of Worldwide FX for inviting me. I think this is a great opportunity because for the vast majority of you, we are very new. For the vast majority of you, we are one week old. But there's a little bit more history behind this 1 week, okay? And we are going to be discussing a little bit of that too. And thank you for everyone who is here with us, making an effort. I know that for some of you, because of your time zones, it might be late at night so thank you for being here for this opportunity. So as I said, I'm Will Gomez. I'm going to be referring back to AXA Investing because our company was built with AXA Investing's DNA, which is a company established in Brazil 4 years ago. It's very important to say that AXA Investing, the team of AXA Investing has more than 20 years of experience in the financial markets, okay? The owner and the CEO and the founder of AXA Investing, my partner here, Junior, he started trading in 1999 for a prop firm. And he always had that desire to eventually have his own prop firm. The entry level back in 2000s, I don't know how long you guys have been trading, but to open an account in a brokerage firm back in 2000 was extremely, the entry level was very, very high. And it was exclusive to people, with a lot of money. So Judah had this inspiration of one day, I want to do something that is going to be more widely available to the general public. And 20 something years later, back in 2017, he opened AXA Investing, which was a small prop firm in Brazil, trading primarily the called Bovespa and BMF, which were the two markets to stock exchange there for futures and stocks. Now it's called B3 because they have combined. And after that, he's introduced Forex as well to to AXA Investing. We came to Australia with AXA Australia, and we worked here for about a year. All the material was pretty much directed to the Brazilian public or Portuguese speakers who lived in Australia due to the marketing material. And it went very well. So we went back, did our homework and decided, okay, if we want to launch something to have like a international, to be, compete internationally, to have a global scale, we decided to open a new firm. So that was last year, pretty much in the middle of the pandemic. We were getting organized to open the prop trading. Even though we registered early in the year, we actually started operating the prop trading about 6 months ago. And we started with the same products that was offered in Brazil in terms of account sizes. So the business model was pretty much the same. And obviously there was, we had a number of people who signed up, started trading with us, but it wasn't as successful as the Access story. And so we decided, we went back and we said, we had conversations, obviously. We decided, okay, with Axia, we managed to be the greatest and the biggest so far in the Southern Hemisphere. And we want to replicate the same successful story with the prop trading. If you want to do that, we will have to change our game. And so we started talking to traders, checking with them what they wanted, what they needed, because ultimately we have to provide a service that you as a trader want to use. If it provides value to the trading community, it's going to provide value for us, because prop firms, we live out of your, when traders make profit, we make profits. That's how we survive, and in the long run. So that's basically what happened. After all of these consultations with traders amongst us, we launched the new evaluation programs last week. It was pretty much like 7 days, eight days ago. And it's been just like a fantastic ride. We had people coming to our Telegram group. There was, I know that some of you were probably there on last Sunday for us here in Australia. Maybe for you in the US or elsewhere would be Saturday, perhaps. So there was this massive discussion on the Telegram group about the launch of the prop trading, and the whole week now has been like a really fantastic ride for us. And I just have to thank everyone for all the interest and the support that you've been providing. So that's basically it in terms of how the prop trading was created. We are small. We are a small firm. I think oops, sorry. I believe every story has a beginning, and this is the beginning of our story. Okay, and this is a new start for us. This is a fresh start. So what happened with the initial business model? We've changed everything, and this is a fresh start. So we are aiming big. We are aiming to be one of the top prop firms in the world, just like we managed to do in one particular area. We understand there is a lot of work to be done. We understand there's a lot of trust to develop between us and our traders, but we are here for the game. We are here to give our 100%, and ultimately, whatever is in the trader's best interest, it will be in our interest as well. So I think that's it. If you guys have any other questions that you wanted to ask, I mean, we can perhaps open for Q&A if you like.
Great. Thank you very much, Will. I believe that, you touch on a lot of the points. And, one thing about Saturday, I think like on my side and many of these traders' side, I find it that it's a very interesting day for many of the traders, especially Forex traders. Forex traders, trade, Monday to Friday, and then, Sunday markets open, they trade Sunday through Friday. And then Saturday is usually like a withdrawal day. So that's why you see a lot of, conversation on Saturday. It's basically a bunch of, us Forex traders that don't know anything, what to do with ourselves. So, but I think like one of the things that you talked about was the fact that you are new, like a week old. So I think many of us are excited that we are, pretty much like, coming in as you are starting, being able to be part of your journey as you begin. But I have like, a few questions that, that I have, for myself and, the people in my firm, and then we're going to open it up, for Q&A. One of the things is that we talked about, you are new. So how many traders are you looking for, to start, the firm?
That's a very good question. Look, and I'm sorry because I have to refer back to our
Mhm.
core company. Axie Investing nowadays has over. I got the last stats is over 1.200,000 approved traders. They are approving on average in the last, especially in the last 3 months, over 100 traders every month. So we don't have that number. Okay, we are very glad. We are new. We are very happy for as many people want to apply for the evaluation program. Obviously, we know that not everyone pass in the first attempts, but we really don't have that number yet.
Okay.
It's yeah.
And then another question that I had, and this is from 1 week of conversations, and this has not been really my personal experience. Like I applied for a free trial maybe in the morning, and then I noticed that that evening later on, in the afternoon, I received the credentials, but there's been conversations about like customer service. I know there's like some sort of like time zone difference. You guys are in Australia, and a lot of the traders, some of them in Europe and US. What
Yeah.
is the customer service going to be like? The
That's a very
hours.
Yes, that's a very good question. So we have increased the number of people to cope with the increased demand. Obviously, you can imagine that this last week we have a very large demand compared to previously.
Okay.
And this is something that we continue monitoring. So if there is a need to increase even more people, we are definitely going to put. So our primary concern was to obviously serve everyone, but the number of the number of free trials
Yeah.
was about just under 1,000. Like last time I checked, we had just under 1,000. And some people, because they probably thought it was an automated system, they ended up applying 3 or 4 times. So
Okay.
we ended up getting like 3 or 4 emails from the same person requesting the same account. So we are working as hard as we can. We didn't obviously anticipate that volume all of a sudden, but we are getting on top of it. Okay, and I've been, when people come and ask us on we have a chat on the website and email. And we're trying to inform them we are doing this as quickly as possible. Our primary concern is to serve obviously the traders who are ordering the evaluation programs,
Yeah.
because
Reasonably
obviously,
so.
as you can imagine, yes, obviously, as you can imagine, that's our priority. If someone puts some money and they want to start trading straight away, they want to receive the credentials straight away. And this, I'm actually receiving a very positive feedback. Most people are receiving the credentials for the evaluation programs in about 2 hours, maximum 3 hours. Obviously, there is things like you said with the time difference,
Hmm.
um, or the weekend as well, because we went through a couple of days off. But we, even on these circumstances, we increase the number of people and we're trying to reduce what's being accumulated um, for all types of inquiries.
Yeah, that sounds great. I think that that's like normal, pains of growing. I believe like, for me, I can tell you when I started working with FTMO back in 20, even like 2020, like, June, I remember, because they were, like in European time, there's times where you didn't have like, customer service. And then I believe like, Trader Central Fund has done the same thing. My recommendation would be to try to find customer service reps that are in different time zone. Maybe hire one guy in Europe, one guy in the US that will be able to help you at least with the free trials to make sure that like they're getting um, responses as soon as possible.
Yeah,
Because reputation, like you are a new firm, but it's
absolutely.
2021, and the attention span and the patience among forex traders, I find that it's extremely extremely thin. We're gonna move on to another question that that's came
Sure.
up really frequently, and it has to do with the dashboard. So there's a
Yeah.
question about, so somebody is actually doing a challenge, and then how does someone, keep track of, their metrics? And obviously, most of the people they want, what they have is like, okay, they don't have a dashboard like FTMO, but I know other prop firm use stuff like FX Blue, my FX Book, but I think it's a very important question because that's where we want to make sure that what are you using to track the max daily loss, and then what are what is the trader that are using? We are using the same system so that there's no confusion.
Yes, absolutely. That's a very good question. We've been actually answering to those questions as they come through our emails. We use the same system, so whatever you see, we see. Okay. Obviously, you can access different tools like my FX book. That's an available tool that some traders, they like to see a little bit more information. Like equity curve, a lot of people are asking, not a lot, but some people are asking us on how to see the equity curve, which is a feature that can be seen directly on your MT5 platform anyway. But obviously, you can connect your account to the third-party software and track the information. The most important thing is what you see, the information that's available to you on your site, it's available to us, okay? And the main concern, I guess, is for the max daily loss, which is obviously something that changes every day, every 24 hours.
Is Will frozen for everybody, or is it
cycle.
just me? I think you froze for a little bit. Is it just me, or Will is frozen again?
Explaining to traders on how they can set up the platform history, and you select the last, or not the last, and you only see what's being traded on that particular day. And that's easy. If you're trading a 100K account, you know that your daily limit is $5,000. It doesn't matter how much you started the day with, your daily limit is $5,000, and you can easily track on your MT.
Question in relation to what you just asked me, using that feature on MT5 where you said about custom period, it does not show you anything in relation to like the floating equity. It only shows you for the closed positions. So is this max daily loss only in relation to closed trades, or is it also accounting for floating equity? Thank you.
The max daily loss is for floating equities as well.
So in that case,
as it is specified.
Yeah, so I understand that. That's the reason why I'm asking my question. So the second part of my question is, if that's the case, then using that feature on MT5 that you just described does not solve the problem, because we cannot tell floating equity by filtering. That only filters for closed positions. It doesn't tell us anything in relation to floating equity.
Are you still able to visualize your equity? What's the available equity for you to trade? Is that right?
Okay, so Will, just to clarify, are you talking about, so if I have a 100K account and I have one position open, right? And then it's gonna, show me that, my margin is such, and then my equity is such, and then my balance is such. So what you are telling traders is to keep an eye on the equity amount on your terminal to make sure that it never goes down by 5%. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct, because what matters is the equity. Okay, so the max daily loss, and as well as the maximum total loss, they apply to the open, the floating positions as well. So you have to keep an eye on all of these, just like trading a normal account. When you trade a normal account, the broker position goes under your, with the broker, it would be obviously different because it would be under the margin required. But if it goes under the margin required, you stopped out. And with the prop firm, obviously with the prop trading, our system won't necessarily stop you straight away, but it will indicate that you have reached the daily loss because you passed the area that you're not supposed to.
Okay. Is there a because I think like that sort of like insinuate that traders will have to like keep an eye on the terminal. And what I heard at least people say is that most traders are now on their terminal all the time when they are trading. Is there any plans to adopt, one of the third-party softwares like FX Blue? But that requires maybe like, traders having an investor password to be able to set that up, or, my FX book, so that, they know that there's something that it is, what you call it, like, an independent proof verification that the equity has never been to that point. Because when you're looking at the MT5, you can never go back at the open position, and now it's more of like, the prop firm, the prop trading says that I violated, and I think that I did not, and then we don't have something in the middle that would say, okay, this is what we are going to use as a measure. And I think, one of those third party, unless you develop something that goes into as part of your website, I would recommend that you adopt, FX Blue or my FX book, that all your accounts be linked that way. And so at that point, everybody will be on the same page. I mean, personally, for me, it will bring me a little bit more of a level of comfort knowing that we have something that we can, both look at. I know myself that, the way I trade, I probably would know that, it's never going to happen to that, it's going to get to that level. But in case it happens, I would love to have something that I would say, like, okay, if Will is going to look at my account and I'm going to look at my account, we need to be looking at the same exact thing. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, yeah. Yes, absolutely. No, it totally makes sense. Yeah, and we will be, because we have two sides of the same software, right?
Okay.
I appreciate the comments. We are actually getting a number of emails regarding dashboards and all of these, the system that helps you visualize. And we are considering implementing something like this. Obviously, it's not going to be done overnight. It takes a little bit of time and to organize, get someone to do and make sure. Because the more you want one particular system, the more complex it gets. So yes, we are considering introducing a dashboard. That is something that you'll be able to see. But obviously, we don't have a time frame on that. In the meantime, if we can find a solution that makes your life easier, yes, why not? I think we have to consider this.
Yeah, please look into like FX Blue. I believe that will be the only thing that will require. It will probably be a investor password, and then each account will be set up that way, and then each account will come with an FX Blue account that both the firm and the traders can check on. Not to linger on the dashboard, question. I wanted you. It is actually a question that I asked you, and you responded this to me. But I wanted this to make sure that everybody understands. The daily max loss, right? It resets every day, and it resets every day at a certain time. Can you let them know what time it is? And then also what the daily max loss percentage is, if it's based on the original amount or if it's based on the, I'm trying to talk about like there's a difference between relative drawdown and, drawdown. So the drawdown sometimes is based on the balance. No, the relative drawdown is based on the balance. So let's say you have a 100K account and you've already made another 10,000, right? Your 5% will be 5,500 rather than 5,000. And then there's a role that the current day profits play into the drawdown as well, right? So let's say today I still have my 5%, but I've already made 1% more. Does that mean that I have 6% to lose on that day, or am I still subject to 5%? That's something that we want to clarify.
Okay, that's a good question. We actually received some emails in that regards as well. So it's 5% based on the account size. Okay.
Original balance.
The original balance, exactly.
Okay.
Which is equivalent to the account size. So the original balance on 100 using the 100K account is easy to give examples. So on a 100K account, you have $100,000 of balance equity. In terms of maximum total loss, you cannot go under $90,000. And in terms of daily loss, you cannot go under $5,000, but this is calculated daily. So the reset time is at midnight, okay, 12 a.m. GMT, oops, hang on a minute. GMT +2. This information is on our FAQ as well under what's maximum daily loss. And please convert into your time zone so you know when the time resets, okay? And the most important thing to know is that if your account is in profit or in loss, considering the initial accounts, yes, exactly. So if your account is in profit or loss, considering the initial capital, the amount, the 5% applies to the initial capital in any case.
And then what if you've already made profits on that day before it resets? Are you allowed to lose the profit and the 5%?
Yes,
does the profit actually give you a little bit more of a buffer, right? For that
exactly.
day?
Yes,
okay.
Very good question. Yes, yes. So if you start your day, let's say, if you've gone over the reset time and you start your day and you make $4,000 on that day, and then you obviously have that as a buffer in eventual losses that you make on the same day. Yeah, correct.
Okay, that's a good question.
Right. Can anybody talk now?
I have one more question. And this is a question that came back. I'm not sure if it's Saturday conspiracy theories, but I believe when I joined, no, Saturday is wild. Saturday is wild in the Forex world because traders don't know what to do with themselves. So I believe when I joined the Telegram group, right? When I joined the Telegram group, there was this huge conversation about consistency. And this is something that is extremely sensitive in the Forex world because, and I understand it because it's more of the way people trade, the way people risk is very different depending on, each trade that you take, the market conditions. That this is a market that is plagued with news all the time.
They don't have the consistency rule anymore.
Hold on. All right. So, and then there was this discussion about the consistency rule, right? And then at some point you did say that, that consistency rule was no longer applicable. And then, Saturday, there was this huge conversation about the consistency rule being back. Can you give us a verdict on the consistency rule?
Okay. The consistency rule conversation was something that we originally implemented. And then after a long conversation on our Telegram group on not Saturday, yesterday or day before yesterday for us, a week ago, so Saturday the 1st, I believe.
Correct, yeah.
The 7th for us. We had this huge conversation and we identified that traders were not happy with that rule. We had an emergency meeting and we decided to get rid of the consistency rule. We have not changed our position regarding the decision we made, and the consistency rule has been eliminated. Yeah. So one important thing I think it's very important to mention, because I know that most of you are obviously members of our Telegram group, is that the Telegram group is a group for you traders to interact with each other. So there will be people there who are currently doing the evaluation program. Eventually there will be some funded traders there as well. And a lot of people just to get the information, to learn a little bit more about the firm and what we do, what we are all about. To get in touch with us through our email, which is a direct message, or even via the WhatsApp, our chat. So we can tell you the rules. We can tell you any specific information that you want. Because what happens in Telegram, so there's a lot of conversations, and then people sometimes but a lot of these conversations are not official from us. Okay, consistency rule is eliminated.
Great. I think that's good that you're able to confirm that. I'm personally happy about that, and I'm sure like everybody else is going to be. But like I said, I know that some of the conversations in the Telegram group can be somebody misunderstanding something, and it becomes a whole new thing. But I have another question about the use of EAs and trade copier. I believe there's something that is not clear, or that is getting missed in the translation. So there is somewhere here on the site, it does say that the what is the EA? That the use of EAs and trade copiers is allowed.
Yeah.
But then it says that you're not supposed to trade to copy multiple trades on multiple accounts. I believe that this is meant to say that you're not supposed to do it to more accounts than you are allowed, right? So each trader, I think, is allowed a maximum of 500K allocable, capital. And you are saying that if there are, trades that are being copied to multiple accounts, and then the size is more than 500,000, or are you saying that, if trades are, and this is something that I actually thought about later on, is that there could be one guy that is trading, and then there's 6 other guys that are copying. That could easily happen in this industry. So right. So are you saying that if it's like myself, I have one account of 200K, and I have another account of 100K that I'm working on, that it's okay for those 2 accounts to be copied through an EA? But if you were to find that there is other accounts maybe that are being fed the same trades, that will be a violation?
Yeah, that's a very good question. We actually got a lot of emails in that regards too.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, what happens is this: the maximum accounts that you can trade at one given time that we allow you to buy as an evaluation program is $200,000. Obviously, you can buy multiple accounts, but you have to trade them independently. Okay, you cannot copy. Let's say one question that we received a number of times was, because you can trade 500K in the funded phase, can I buy 2 200s and 100 and start trading them as one? And the answer is no, because there's too much concentration in one account. So for the purpose of the evaluation, they have to be traded differently without identical orders. Because if I allow you to buy, like you said, someone trading $100,000 accounts and copying the trades to another 10 guys, effectively, we are actually trading a $1 million account. And this is not what the prop firm wants. We want to spread the risk, and we can't have too much concentration. After you have passed evaluation, you can combine up to 500K. Then, if you have a system to copy into that 500K account, that's fine, no problems at all. But for the purpose of evaluation, there can't be copies to more than one account. So if you have a copier, and I know that because we don't offer MT4, there were some questions regarding, I have MT4 somewhere else, and I have my EA in the MT4. Can I copy the trades from my MT4 to your MT5? And we said, yes, that's fine. There's no problem at all. But to one account at a time for the purpose of the evaluation program.
Awesome. I think that's a really good clarification. And I think that, a little tweak to the FAQ on the website would, basically exactly what you just said, that each account during the evaluation, the challenge and evaluation stage needs to be traded separately. And then I think that you should just say that the trade copiers are not allowed at that stage. And unless if somebody, is trading, so like, for example, I can trade my FTMO account and then copy it to the prop, the prop firm. That's
Correct.
allowed. But,
Yes.
I can't take, 2 accounts from the, from the prop firm, from the prop trading, and then copy them with similar trades during the challenge and evaluation stage.
Correct.
But once I have passed all those, challenge and evaluation stage separately, I can request for those accounts to be combined.
Correct.
Is that clear for everyone? I know this was a big question.
Yeah, that basically makes sense because my understanding is that at least at that particular point, the trader has proven themselves, and at least there is a minimized risk, because at the end of the day, there is risk taken by the prop firm, to assign capital to everyone. So trading one account or trading multiple accounts in the challenge phase, because of the amount of capital has increased to like 500K, which is almost unprecedented in our industry, right? So I can understand why that amount of risk is not allowed for a trader who has not yet proven themselves. But if you pass the challenge and the verification, it makes sense to me that at least at that point, you've proven yourself that you can manage risk and you can be profitable. So they probably can afford to take more risk by allowing you to combine the accounts and use copy trade to trade all of them. Makes sense.
Awesome. Who's speaking? Is it the guy on the phone?
Yes, Forex PNL, yes.
Oh, okay.
Can I just ask something quickly, just to clarify what you've just said?
What's your name, sir?
Matthew.
Hey, Matthew. How you doing?
Hey, man. I'm good. How are you?
Good. Where are you calling
Thanks
from?
for doing this, by the way. But also wanted to clarify was, can you trade multiple accounts in the exact same way without a trade copier, just manually? So effectively do exactly the same trades on all your accounts for the evaluation, just to speed up time to get all the accounts, but do it manually?
Well, effectively, it's going to be the same thing, isn't it? So that if the trades are, if the entries and the exits are on the same point, I'm not actually spreading the risk. So the answer to that, unfortunately, is not. You would have, if you're trading manually, you would have to try to trade perhaps different strategies, perhaps trade different markets. If you trade currencies with one account, perhaps you can consider trading indices with the other account or whatever it is. But if you manually do it, then it goes back to the same concept of concentration.
Okay. No, that's great. Thanks for clearing that up.
Thank you for your question. Anyway, that's a very good question.
Deandra, do you have any question? You are one of the few people with video on. Go ahead.
Are you talking to me or someone else?
I'm talking to you.
So for me, it kind of makes things difficult to not use a trade copier even after you've passed one challenge. So I'm thinking, let's say I pass a 200K challenge and I want to get another one. Then it means I won't focus on the one that I passed because I'd be focused on passing the other one. So for me, I would personally leave that one, pass the other one, and then probably merge them and trade them. So for me, I can't really trade 2 accounts at the same time.
So were you thinking about just to put this in context, right? Were you thinking about getting a 200K account, pass it, and you are thinking that, okay, now when you get the second one, you're gonna be trading your funded account and then copying it to the challenge. So she gets a 200K account, a challenge. She does the challenge, she does the verification, and it's passed, right? And she starts trading a funded account. But now she wants to scale up. She gets a 200K challenge, a new challenge. Can she copy the funded account to the challenge?
No, she'll have to trade it differently as well. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But look, in that case.
No, I get it.
Yeah. In that case, my suggestion would be, with your funded account, once you get the funded account, it's not going to go anywhere. If you need to put that funded account on hold a little bit in while you focus on another evaluation program, that's fine. It's entirely, there is no monthly fees in our firm. No one is going to put pressure on you saying you must. Of course, we want you as a trader. We want you to trade. Okay, this is a very simple yes. but there is no time pressure. So if you say, okay, I'm going to put this account on hold because I want to do another evaluation because I want to pass, and ultimately my long-term goal is to trade a $500,000 account, you can do that. Do your second evaluation. Once you pass, you combine and you start trading the funded account. I know that during evaluation you're not getting paid for anything, but if this is the case, if this helps, this is a possibility. This is an option for you.
What I suggested that people do is if they have a problem with not getting paid, because obviously the evaluation might take a couple months for them to do, I would suggest them take it in stride. Like you said, there's no monthly payment that has to be made. So what I would do is trade your funded account for a few months, build up a little bit of money that you have that you cannot have to trade and worry about paying your bills or getting any money or making any money. And that way you can have those 2 or 3 months after you've made the money and you've had a couple withdrawals from your funded account to focus on another challenge. You know, we got to take baby steps. You got to walk before you can run. So that's what I would suggest to everybody out there is what you do is after you get funded, trade that for a couple months, make a couple months worth of profit that you can put in your bank account. That way you're able to afford taking off those few months. And like you said, put away the funded account and come up with a new challenge that not only can you use the profits that you've made through your trading to make, but then now you have the focus. You're not worried about, oh, I have to pay next month's bills, or, oh, I want to make some extra money now. It's all been taken care of because you've put some side funds available and you can focus on your next challenge.
Yeah, another thing too, I believe that the constant challenge, psychology is very different. I know that, if I'm doing a challenge, my psychology of trading is very different as, when I'm trading my funded account or when I'm trading my personal account. I believe that, sometimes, once you have passed, one funded account, it's good to trade it, get paid, get your refund back, and then maybe trade it for a month or two before you scale up. But I, I also understand the other side of like being able to, I know traders, I'm not that talented, but I know traders that can be able to just knock out everything in 1 or 2 months, and then they are at 300K or 500K at once. I'm just not that talented, but I know there's a lot of more people that can do it out there. There's Gene L from the past. He wants to ask from the past because like I feel like MT5 is the future, but most traders are always asking about MT4, and I think this because it's what everybody here we use. They're asking that is MT4 coming to the prop trading?
Unfortunately, I don't have that answer to you right now. I think, as I said, we are a new firm having a very fresh start, and there is a lot of work to be done. Considering that we have, our primary concern now is to offer traders one very strong, one very solid platform, and we have it, okay? And if we can focus on other areas of improvements and what we are doing, we are going to prioritize those things before thinking about other sort of platforms. So that's in the long term or short or medium term. It's a possibility, but we are not focusing on different platforms right now.
Okay, so MT5 for now. I mean, like for me, I just started using MT5 maybe like a week ago. It was hard at first, getting, because you are used to your platform, your templates and all that kind of stuff. But once I was able to like set it up, I actually like the MT5 on my phone much better than the MT4. But the MT5 on the computer, it took a little bit of getting used to. So I don't want to be the only one talking, but I want to find a guy with a video on. I can't pronounce your name, but I'm going to try. Kervinald Update. This guy has been on video with us for a little while. Sir, go ahead. Where are you calling us from? And then, what's your question?
I don't have any question. I'm just like following everything. And then, so if I have any question, I will let you know.
Okay. Are you excited to be here? Everything is good so far?
Yeah. Everything is
awesome. All right. So we're going to find Mr. Joseph R. Moore. How you doing, sir? You look like a cowboy.
Oh, yeah.
I like the hat.
I appreciate it, man.
All right, Mr. Joseph, any questions from you?
Yes, I have a question about, placing stop losses and let's see, do we have to place stop losses for like on every order that we make, or can we make the order and then place a stop loss?
I don't believe from the Q&A that the stop loss is a requirement. I believe it's encouraged, but I'm gonna let Will answer that question as well. In the meantime, I'm gonna plug my computer because it looks like it's gonna die.
Yeah, there was some signs of low battery there.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not a requirement. It's not something that would be disqualifying if you didn't place. Obviously, you know, you have to use your risk management and know when you are, you know, if you are in front of the computer, you may not place a stop loss, or, you know, but it's not a requirement. You won't be disqualified, or you wouldn't be violating any rules if you didn't place a stop loss. Advisable though.
So
Yeah,
highly recommended, but not a required.
Yes, exactly. Especially if you're not in front of your computer.
Okay, so Bali.
Quick question. So you don't have to wait until you pass like all accounts to merge, right? Let's say you take like a 200K challenge. You can just merge those 200K accounts.
Can you give an example of which order you're talking about? Like maybe
for sure.
100K and 100K?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So could you merge those? Yeah, if you pass those, can you merge those?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay,
yes.
Thanks.
Yeah, you can merge up to 500,000. So you could merge 10 50Ks. You can merge 500, or, you know, a combination of them. Yeah.
Okay, and can we merge like trade like accounts of different sizes, like 50 and 100, or just the same?
Yeah,
okay, thanks.
No problem.
Awesome. So I'm gonna be looking for people that are not afraid to hide their face. Mr. Tom Babs. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Oh, yeah.
How you doing, brother? Where are you calling us from?
Oh, I'm calling from Texas, USA.
How did you find out about this secret meeting?
Oh, actually on the Telegram.
Okay, any questions for Will?
Oh, yeah, I think all the questions have been answered, but my main question again will be about the brokerage account that they're using. I think the broker forex or something like that. I forgot the name, but the spread, actually, you know, tried it out. The spread is kind of a little bit wide on the indices. It's just fluctuate like that. And they're not on forex piece. I mean, they're not popular. I don't know why you guys choose that. Is there a reason behind it? So that's why.
All right, so we're gonna go there. All right, so the question is about the BRK Holdings broker. His question is about the spreads. I believe that, you know, like personally, my experience is that on GU Gold, I've tried it on US 30, the S&P, it wasn't like really terrible. Bitcoin spreads were like, you know, really, you know, bad, but it's a very common thing. I think like it's very similar to like my FTMO experience. But in addition to his spread question, there was a question or a conversation over the weekend about the, you know, why do you use that, you know, that broker, not use any other regular broker? Is this a brokerage that you guys, you know, that you and Junior own? Is this something that, you know, the prop firm owns that brokerage? Is it a new brokerage? All those questions were coming up. And there was something about like on the website, if you go to the website.
When Junior started Axel Exchange.
And there's a question about.
Not long after that, he started.
Yeah.
We are using them because we are using all the expertise and background of our, you know, the company that we inherited the DNA from. But nowadays, 3.5 years later, when Axel Investing has over 1,000 traders, and of course there are more bigger even brokers knocking Junior's door and saying, look, I want to offer you this and I want to offer you that. But he still feels like he has like a moral obligation to honor the partnership that he has with prop trading. They are serving us extremely well with spreads, with everything that we need to do. And ultimately, what traders need to remember is that your capital, you're not making any deposits into the broker account. You're trading our capital. So you're trading our account. And this is the main thing. Because the reality is, you don't, of course, you have to trust the broker. You have to trust the broker, not in regards to your money. You have to trust the broker with the services they provide. Okay, but you don't have to necessarily trust the broker with your money, because your money is not going to the broker. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's what I kind of said to somebody else. I said, you know, quite honestly, yeah, you are concerned about the spreads, concerned about maybe the commissions or what have you, but it's ultimately, at the end of the day, it's the actual prop firm that's putting their trust in that brokerage to put their millions of dollars in it so that we can trade it. So at the end of the day, if they're okay with doing that, that has to tell you something about how much they trust that broker.
Exactly. And also, like I said, the account today has a size, but it didn't start that big. So the account grew as the company, our parent company grew. But yeah, you can be sure that we have everything. We are constantly monitoring, and everything we need, everything we request within reason. Obviously, you know, they've been serving us very well. So for the time being, we have no reason. As long as you are, we have to make sure. Our primary concern is, you getting the platforms. Are they working fine? Are they spreads okay? There is no commission. So that's what, you know, traders have to think about.
Hello?
There are two events now.
I think he's back now. I think I
Yeah,
think he's back
so
now.
yeah, I got disconnected slightly, and then I had to like join back on my phone. So now I have the phone and the computer on.
Sorry, guys. You just said there's no commission, right? I think I remember reading that on your
No
website.
commission.
Okay,
Yeah.
I remember. Okay.
No commission is really nice. All right, so I'm trying to find.
Absolutely, because I know a lot of people are getting killed with commission on another prop firm. You know, they made they swing trade and they made like $1,200, but then after paying the swap and the commissions and all that, it ended up, you know, a couple hundred of their dollars were taken away. So no commission is a great thing.
Awesome. I'm trying to find somebody with a video so they can ask a question. Nobody with a video? All right, so I'm gonna call on one of my own.
I'm
Sunny.
here. Okay.
Yeah, hello?
Okay.
Sam, you want to ask a question?
Yeah, about your direct accounts.
Yep.
So, I think this concept is amazing, especially for like someone like me. I live in the U.S., and if we want access to, you know, more leverage, like 500 leverage, we can't get that in the U.S. because of the restrictions. And if we want to, we have to go offshore broker, which might not be the safest. So, can you explain the whole direct account thing and the broker you go with? Because I believe the broker you use the broker's capital, correct?
Yes, correct. Yes.
Right.
So the broker, we just spoke about the broker of our choice. The direct account is basically like trading for your normal brokerage account, where you go and you put your funds and you receive your credentials and you start trading. The difference is the payouts. So this account is copied to our account. So what you're going to be receiving as a credentials is a sub account under the prop trading firm, okay? And you're going to be trading that fund account, that sub account. That account is connected to our corporate account. So what happens is, as you trade, this is going to generate profits. The profits that are generated will allow us to pay you extra bonus. So we pay 10% bonus on your profits, or all the profits you make, okay? And then there's a scaling plan for every 3 months. So if you follow those rules, they are over there on the website. It's basically about 5% a month over a 3-month period. Your account size also increased by 10%. So if you started out with $5,000 and you ended up that, growing that account size in 5% every month, we are going to increase the account size. So you can earn in two different ways: on the profits, extra 10% on your profits, and 10% on the account size. The obviously to earn this, the second part, which is the scaling plan, you have to keep the money in the account so it grows. But the profit bonus, if you want to withdraw every month, or it's not like a prop firm where we only pay once a month. You start trading today and you decide to withdraw next week, you can withdraw anytime.
Okay, so we could withdraw as much as we want, anytime we want.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. And I looked, the broker is offshore.
Yeah.
That's so is it still safe if like someone like me or a retail trader would to put our money through you guys into that broker?
Absolutely. And just like I said before, we were talking about the brokerage firm, and the reality is, in that particular case with the direct accounts, yes, you are depositing your own money, but you're depositing your own money in our account. So it's going to be in our account, and we guarantee that. So it's then in that case, again, it's more that you have to have trust on the prop firm rather than on the broker itself.
Okay, and sorry if I missed this earlier, but in terms of the withdrawals for the direct account,
Yeah.
deposit withdrawals, is it like through the bank transfers, Bitcoin? How?
No, we don't operate with Bitcoins, bank transfers and PayPal. Okay, so you just have to see, because obviously, with the when you're talking about funded accounts and evaluation programs, if you buy one of the evaluation program, you're going to be spending just under $800. But someone might send us $50,000 to trade the direct account, and that would be obviously, when you want to make a withdrawal, and if you want to use PayPal will charge you probably a 5% fee on that. So you don't want to use. So the best option, we always look for the best alternative. And for large quantities, the bank wire is probably the best option.
Okay, and so you offer that for direct accounts as well?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Morris, thank you.
Yeah, this is awesome, right? I'm really enjoying the conversation here. So I just want to hop in.
You just woke up?
Yeah, I know. Actually, I was actually listening and I had lost my earphone, so I need to just thank you guys for hosting the whole meeting. And I
You're
just have
supposed
one
to be
question.
hosting the meeting with me. Sam is part of my team, so.
Yeah, and my logo time. All right, I'll just go on. It's actually 1 a.m. in my local time, so
Okay.
I just got one quick question. FTMO is offering certificates for successful traders who pass the challenge in verification. So, do you have a plan to do that in the future? I mean, it would be good to have some certificates from the prop, which you can hang in our offices.
Hey guys, so we don't want to have to mute everybody. Guys, we love babies, but we don't want to have to mute everybody. Can you please mute yourself?
Sorry about that. It was me. I'm on mute now.
Okay, please mute.
Okay, so let me just come again, and then I'm sure you'd. So I was saying that the FTMO is offering a certificate for successful traders, right? And if you pass the challenge in the verification. So does PropFim have a plan to do that in the foreseeable future, so that we can hang our certificates in the Hall of Fame, right? In our houses, in our homes, and we can brag about it. It's something that is always, loved by all traders all over. To have a certificate that you've passed, you're in this firm, you're part of the family. And thanks for the opportunity again.
I think Sam's question is about a certificate. I think he wants a little trophy in case he passes the.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's a good question. I'm taking notes as we go, guys, so I can keep track of all the. Yes, I think we can organize a certificate for the approved traders. Yes. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, it's something that you can put in your wall, and you can show your friends, and it's because it is. The reality is, retail trading. I don't believe in talent. I believe in skills. I believe that trading is something that you're not born with the talents to trade. You learn as you go. Some people might take a little bit longer. Some people, learn it quickly. But the reality is, it is a big achievement to pass on an evaluation plan, because the reality, I am not trading against even. I'm not trading against any of you guys. We are trading against big banks, big organizations, big financial institutions. Okay, and this is very important. That's why, as much as we try to relax, we try to make a nice environment, and all the jokes and things like that people do on the Telegram group. But the reality is, it's very serious. There's very serious and very smart people trading this market, and we are up against them. So when we are behind the mouse, we have to be very professional. And to be able to pass an evaluation program and start trading, a big account, it is a big achievement. So I think for that reason, yes, I will consider a certificate for you guys when you pass it.
Thank you so much, man. That's awesome. Hey, wish you the best in this film. You're part of this thing.
Thank you. We're all part of this thing. And one very important thing that there's last 7 days, it's been an amazing journey. It's only 7 days, but it feels really amazing. The interesting thing is, like, we are getting feedbacks from everyone, and everyone wants for this prop firm to be the real thing. And we can guarantee it is the real thing. For some of you, obviously, you need a little bit more time. You don't need to rush, okay? You can start your evaluation program today or tomorrow. You can wait a little bit more to get a little bit more proof, because, everyone is different. But the reality is, everyone wants this to really work, because, this is going to change. It is changing already the scenery, the whole industry of prop firms. And prop firms, in saying that, prop firms are also changing the retail. Okay, guys, I'm very sorry. I booked this room for 1 hour. It's been 10 minutes past. I might have to reallocate. Is that okay if you? I'm very sorry.
I mean, we can hang out. We can hang out, and while you
Okay.
relocate, and then we're gonna get more questions.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I'll see you soon.
All right. In the meantime, I see Mr. Kwame had a video on.
Yes.
How you doing, brother?
Hi, Ivan. How are you doing?
Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from London. Yeah.
London. Are you Daniel? I believe
I'm
like
Daniel. Yeah. Kwame's my Daniel. You remember me?
Yeah. Because I usually have like a very good memory. So like I've seen
you are sharp. We are as well.
I've seen you on one of our webinars. So when he comes back, you're gonna be your turn to ask questions.
Next on the line.
Mr. Chinedu.
Hello.
You look like you are shy, my brother. What's your question? You don't have a question?
You said shy? Actually, I've been talking earlier. I already asked like 2 of them.
Are you waiting for me for my computer to drop off?
Not really. I asked the first question. Actually.
Okay, those babies are
but it's
back.
fine. So the question I really want to ask is because I don't know if you've noticed it at the same time. There's a recurring thing on YouTube now. Anywhere you see the prop trading, people talking about reviews of the prop trading. If you go to the comment section, what you see is everybody saying, "Oh, this is too good to be true." So I'm just wondering, what would be his own response if he came across a question of that nature, saying something like, "This prop firm is really too good to be true." Most people don't believe that this model is going to, last. Most people are saying, "Oh, this is not sustainable."
I believe, I think like everybody had the same questions about FTMO and all these other guys. Like he said, he's not like, we didn't make this meeting for everybody to tell you like, hey, go ahead, this thing is real and everything, right?
Yeah.
We wanted to put this, to invite him, tell you about the firm. I invited him because I'm excited. I want to be part of that firm.
Sure,
I still had questions. But the fact that he's able to come in front of us, it gives me a little bit more of a comfort.
Trust me.
And then, is it real? I believe it's real, but it's new. There's going to be growth. There's going to be people complaining. One thing that I want to differentiate between our Zoom call and the guy on YouTube, I always talk about the kid, Blake. He's a great kid, right? But he is talking about things that, about his personal view, his personal, advice,
Opinion.
opinion, right? I have my own personal opinions, but I believe that, bringing you the actual person who owns the firm and being
Yes.
able to, to ask
Hearing it from the
questions,
horse's mouth.
horse's mouth, it brings a little more value. I mean, Kay, what is your video? Maybe you could talk. Who is the owner?
And
He's just step away.
Again, I really applaud you for organizing this meeting in the first place, because honestly, I got clarification. I was one of those looking to purchase the 500K straight away, but at least from this meeting, I know that we can do that. And
you gotta do one by one.
Exactly, one by one. Yeah.
And I believe
even
on
when
Telegram, we have this guy called Crypto something. I
Yeah,
believe
that's me. That's me.
he went 500K in crypto.
That's me right here.
Go easy, my brother.
Oh, this guy is here.
You know what? That day,
Crypto.
I wanted to.
They already told you can't copy everything. Okay, go
Damn,
easy, one account at a time.
And another thing, I don't know if it's because I've been looking at many prop firms of recent, right? I don't know if it's in the prop trading firm that I saw that your challenge begins right away unless you inform them. So I don't know if it is under the prop trading firm. Like I said, I've been looking under many frequent, the fact section of many prop firms. So if that's the case, then be sure to notify them of maybe 2 of your accounts where you are not going to be starting trading the challenge right away because of this specification.
Yeah, I think we can ask that question once you have already bought the. So while Will is away, I usually don't do this. I'm gonna be like shamelessly plugging my website. So this is my website,
Sure.
my beautiful
That's fine.
picture.
So what services do you offer?
So we are a very small trading firm, and we are just a group of traders. And then we have a funding program that has not been, very successful. It was our way of giving back and trying to see how we can get other traders that can't afford paying the fees into prop trading. But but mainly it's a group of traders. It's a private group. It's like about 15 of us, and most of us are like funded traders, and others are working on getting funded. And we all fund all the traders from the actual firm. And then this is our Instagram. You can find us Worldwide FX TS. Follow us. I make these little templates myself on Canvas. Some of them are funny. Some of them are actually, relevant to trading. Bitcoin, always buy the dip. Don't sell anything. Just regular stuff. Buy support. Sell resistance, the very common things that when people don't know how to do. We try to make it fun, but and then you can also see our post every day. I tried for at least since September to document every single trade that I ever took from September to February. You can find it on every single month here. What else? That's pretty much it. We're going to launch a YouTube channel.
Scroll all the way up again.
What do you say? Scroll all the way up. You want to follow us?
Yeah. Yeah.
Leandra Scott, you go, girl. Worldwide FX TS.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks.
And then we are going to have a Worldwide FX YouTube channel, and then we are trying to figure out the content, because I don't want to do. I have friends that have YouTube channels, Jeffrey and other friends that have YouTube channels. And I believe that, we don't want to be in the same lane of what everybody is providing. We maybe want to be doing like this type of interviews on, YouTube channel live. We want to provide, I'm a big proponent of knowing that trading is a business. And that's a thing that most people don't really understand. Most people get into trading looking for the money, and then once you get the money, you don't really have proper business settings. And if you live where, in some of these countries we live in America or somewhere else, they're gonna tax your, if you pick up, a dime on the floor, they're gonna tax it. So we're gonna have like, proper business, structure. So I'm thinking like, giving those type of advices, but also like, getting a little, different perspective from like the trading, not just like, hey, I have 100 lots on gold, I made $1 million. Because everybody on Instagram is a millionaire. I am not. I'm still working a job. I don't trade full time. I consider myself as, a pretty successful trader, but I just think that there's a lot of fakey breaky stuff on Instagram, and we just need to bring some sort of realness into trading. And trading is hard, my guys. Let me tell you something. It's very hard. If you don't feel like giving up every other day, that means I don't know, you're pretty much more talented than we are. But I think it's not, like the ones that don't give up, you keep trying, and you keep actually making sure you are correcting the issues, right? What you see in this industry is a lot of celebrating wins, right? And there's not a lot of like learning from losses. I learn more from my losses. Like every time I lose, I sit down and I figure out what it is. And I mean, my traders know that I could go like 1 week where GU is actually pushing up and up and up. And I'm the only guy on Telegram selling all day. I'm just selling. And I get into that, even myself, like I get into that and I will say like, I know the trend is up, but I'm selling. And sometimes I have to catch myself doing that. And then, the reason why I catch myself is because I document the trades. I do the journaling. So the journaling helps me to figure out like, yeah, my guy, this is not the right thing you're doing. Like you need to like, follow the trend. But, if you don't do the journaling, you keep telling yourself like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. If you look at the trades you're taking, you find out the issue and then you be able to like actually correct it. What else? We have a service of like, the webinars. I try to actually host webinars with other people. I'm not one of those guys gonna, consider myself a guru. No, I know a lot of the stuff about trading. I know a lot of, people in the trading industry, but I don't think that I'm here like with the secret information. Everything I've learned it on the public, space. I try to pass it on. The coaching and supports, we have a lot of people in my group that are really talented, that, have a lot of great experience that can, help with that. And we're going to start doing that. And then we have our, our funding program. And then soon we're going to have the shop where you can get,
Mr. Will is there.
You can get, swag like this. You can get swag with like, Bitcoin stuff on it, like a lot of the, design. But this one has a Africa map and a worldwide FX trading. That's going to be the shop. Yes.
Mr. Will is there.
He went to switch room, so he should be back. He's back?
Yeah, sorry guys. I found, yes.
You find a room?
Yes, they gave me a room that has been booked, but people didn't show up. So we might have to speed up the process here a little bit. I apologize for that.
Yeah, I think like we had set up this for like to be about 24, about 2 hours, but we don't have to go all 2 hours. I believe like, we can, whenever you're ready to end, we can end. While we're gone, I was just doing the typical Forex plugging, shamelessly, my Instagram and website. So now, do we have any other questions?
Yeah, it's Daniel here.
Okay.
Very, very quickly. I know some brokers open up on the weekend, especially for crypto trading. I haven't yet seen any prop firm that offers that. I'm not quite sure if there is. But do you now or in the future intend to perhaps allow weekend crypto trading, at least on the platform?
Yeah, this is something that our broker doesn't support at the moment.
Okay.
If the broker yes, and then what happens is once they allow, then we are going to allow as well. In the meantime, Yeah, in the meantime, we are not going to allow the over the weekend positions because it doesn't make sense. If the market is open and there's a huge gap on Monday,
Yeah.
it's just going to cause a lot of trouble to all the traders because you don't have the ability to actually exit your position, and there is not enough liquidity. Sometimes your stop loss won't be activated. There is, I think, there's too much risk involved, and for the time being, no cryptos on the weekends because the broker doesn't support that.
Okay, great.
But
Thank
no
you very
crypto
much.
on the weekend, but you can hold position over the weekend, right?
FX.
You
Not
can
with
hold like
cryptos.
regular trade position, from Friday
Yes,
to
yeah,
until
you
market
can
open
hold.
on Sunday.
Yeah, you can hold for all the markets, not for cryptos.
Okay.
Only because the market itself, what happens is Forex and the indexes, everything closes on,
Friday.
What be the equivalent to the close of New York.
Yeah.
And the market reopens on Monday. So is there a chance of a gap? Of course there is. But the chances are minimal compared to a market that is constantly moving and you don't have that ability to exit your positions on the weekend because the broker is not, the platform is not operating.
Yep. And maybe just an add-on question to that. Are there any restrictions or any limitations in terms of taking trades around when some major news items are being released? Like,
no,
you don't have that yet. Okay, super.
No.
Okay. Can I ask a question, please?
Yes, absolutely.
Sure. Two questions. The first one is, so I know for the analytics and the metrics, we can check MT5 or add the credentials to my FX book. Do you guys plan on adding a dashboard to the client website? And if you are, what's the timeline look on that, if you have a timeline for it?
Yeah. Okay, good question. You must have joined us a little bit later. We covered that in the beginning of the conversation. So yes, we do have plans to introduce this. I don't have a time frame yet because it is a process. It is something that has to be incorporated and tested because like we discussed before, we have to be able to see the same things and you have to be able to provide you the same things to see as we see. So we make sure that the whole evaluation process is transparent. So yes, we do have plans, but unfortunately, I don't have a time frame on that as yet.
Okay, no worries. Thank you for the response. Just one more question. As far as the sign up, I signed up for a free trial. I know people sign up for multiple ones because they thought it was automatic, like FTMO, and you guys have 1,000 requests, so that's fine. I guess I'll wait on that. It's not a big deal to me, and I'm thinking of just signing up right away for the 200K account. What does that look like as far as receiving login credentials? I know time zones and your employees and the weekend and everything else. Is that automated, or are you guys sending that out manually? And if you're sending it out manually, how many, what's the time window of when I should expect to receive my login credentials?
Yeah, good question. Obviously, we are prioritizing. We have dedicated 2 teams now. I don't know if I mentioned that before. So we have one team now just dedicated for the free trials, okay? Because really the demand was extremely huge. And we have dedicated one team. They started working on Saturday, depending on your time zone. And they're going to be, sending all these login details. Obviously, we are prioritizing the evaluation programs, the orders that people are buying, because once you pay for your evaluation program, you want to start it as quickly as possible. And we made sure that everyone got their credentials within 2 or 3 hours on the weekends. And most importantly, even the orders that came in the middle of the night, they received their credentials before the market opened this morning. So this morning for us here in Australia. So yeah, the time frame has been about 2 to 3 hours. And our time frame would be within 24 hours, but we are beating that time frame very well with the evaluation programs.
Okay, that's wonderful. Thank you. And MT5, I've never used it before. All I use is MT4. So is the best place to download that platform for my computer? I've already downloaded the app on my phone. Do I just go to MT5's website and download it there? Do you guys have a link? Do I need to download a certain version of MT5 that supports BRK?
Yeah, when we send you the credentials, it comes with the link as well to MetaTrader. So you can just use our link to download, which is going to be the latest version as well. In case you had a previous version on your computer or phone from, I mean, the phone you have to download either from Apple Store or obviously the Android. But as far as PCs go, if you use our link, you're going to be downloading the latest version of MT5.
Wonderful.
It comes with the email where the login details are.
With the login credentials, I'll get a link to
Yes.
MT5. Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you for clarifying. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Those are all the questions I have. Best of luck. You guys are doing great.
Thank you. Thank you for supporting
Okay. What's your name? What's your name, sir?
My name is Fadi.
Fadi, are you in the Telegram group?
Yes, I am. Yes, sir. That's how I found out about this meeting.
Awesome. Good to have you here, man.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
All right. So anybody else with a question? Nobody with a video except for like the usual suspects. We have.
I think this gentleman named Mohammed had a question. He typed in, how will you guys be communicating with the traders if they violate any of the rules or they have any questions? Is that directly through email, or will they get an alert on their platform, or they get an alert on your dashboard as far as if they violated the rules, or how to communicate with customer service?
Very good question. We communicate via email. Email is the official form of communication because it can be tracked as well. And that's what we use. So the communication is obviously, again, because of the time frame, the time zones, we try to communicate, not try, we're aiming to communicate with everyone within 24 hours, especially because we have the reset option. So if you violate your daily or total drawdowns, within 7 days from sign up, you can retake the test at a 50% of the original cost. So we were doing communicating with the traders within 24 hours and giving them the option. Obviously, it's an option that they can take it or not, but it's via email.
Awesome. I want to piggyback on the reset question. So let's say, what is the fee? So let's say somebody pays for a 50K account, which is like $270, I believe, US dollars. And then, within 7 days they violate. What is the reset fee?
139.
So it'll be a 50% off.
50% off.
Awesome. Yeah. Great.
139, 249, and 399.
Great. Miss Reed Diana, do you have a video? You can put a video on to ask a question. No. Deandra, were you going to go again?
Yeah, I do have a quick question. So I know you guys allow like 2 to 3 retries or something like that if you don't violate any rules, but you don't meet the profit target in time. So what if you get like 2 retries, right? Or you're at the max retries, but you violate a rule? Can you get what we just talked about something
reset.
That 50% off, that reset, can you still get that reset even though you can't?
No, because the reset only applies within 7 days from the date you signed up. So you wouldn't be able to retake your test. You would only retake your test at no extra charge. If at the end of the 30-day period, you didn't violate any of the rules, you were in profit, you could retake the first step of the evaluation program without any extra charges. So obviously this is way away from the 7-day period for the reset.
Okay, that's cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome, guys. No more video. So any more questions?
Yeah, one last question, please. As far as payouts are concerned, after the 30 days are up, do you guys notify us by email? Do we just have to keep track of each of like from our start date with the funded account, and then 30 days later we email you saying the 30 days are up, or do you guys keep track of that and email us?
You mean for the funded, for the payouts once you're trading the funded accounts?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So with the funded accounts, the process is very simple. I know there's been a lot of questions about that as well, but basically so we wait until the last trading day, the last trading session of the month. Okay. After the trading, the last trading session of the month, we are going to send you a summary with all of your profits and losses. Okay. So if you are in profit or loss, even if you haven't reached the limits, whatever it is, you're going to receive a summary. So that summary, once you receive that summary, you're going to tell us if you want to withdraw and how much you want to withdraw, because obviously you can take advantage of the scaling plan, you can take partial withdrawals, and it's entirely up to you. So once you advise us, okay, I have, let's say I am $5,000 in profit, I want to take 3 and keep the other 2 in the account. We are going to deduct this $3,000 from your trading account. And so you can continue to, obviously you don't have to stop trading for the period. And then we're expecting that you send an invoice for the amount that you want to withdraw. And on the 10th of the following month, which is like, we allow these 10 days specifically just to have this communication coming and going, making sure that everything is okay, everyone is happy, and you've sent us the because we have to report. So you send us the invoice, and then you pay you on the 10th. That's
Okay.
how the system works.
Payments are on the 10th of each
Do we
month.
generate? Yeah.
Ahead,
Do we generate our own invoice, or do you send us an invoice template that we use, or do we generate our own invoice?
If you have one, you can make yourself. We can send you a template. That's fine. No problems at all.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you.
All right, on the payment, now we are pushing it a little more because this has been a question that Mr. Heron Carrick, I invited him actually to the Telegram group, and his first question was, I hope that the prop trading is going to be paying us every 2 weeks.
I wish I got paid every 2 weeks.
In the US, we actually get paid every 2 weeks.
Well, here in Australia, depending on the job you do, because all the costs are associated, like, if you're paying rent, mortgage, you name it, health insurance, whatever it is, you usually have to set up either on monthly, actually, no, there's no monthly payments. Everything is either set up as fortnightly or weekly payments. So most of the employers actually pay their employees fortnightly, and in some industries, like if you work in hospitality, for example, because they're always out of money, I believe, they constantly they pay weekly, which is a good thing. It's just like for us, I guess. It's just a little bit, especially in this phase, we can think about something in the future, but it's just complicated to organize all the payments. Yeah, exactly. So we do it monthly. Yeah.
Okay, and then one clarification: are all the funded traders paid on a monthly basis on the 10th of each month? Everybody, regardless of when you got funded like I could get funded on the 15th, and another guy could get funded on the 25th. We all have the same, payment date, basically.
Payment, yeah, exactly. Yes, yeah. It's not like a 30-day cycle, regardless the day you started, but it is the same day, because we produce the summaries after the last trading day, whatever it is, on the 30th, the 31st. Like now, right, this month, for example, because it was a short month, it would have been, wrong way. February,
the 28th?
Has 28 days, exactly.
Okay.
So whatever it is, that we produce that and pay on the 10th of the next month. Yeah.
All right. So if we stick on the payout question, so I know you guys were established, like a month ago, and everybody that joins the Telegram, they keep saying like, show me the money, show me the money. Has anybody got paid? Has anybody got paid? Right?
Show me the money.
Show me the money. Has any trader pass the first step? Like, do you have any traders, and I know this could be like confidential, like you can just give us the number ballpark. Do you have any traders that have passed at least the first challenge step, and then are there any traders in the verification stages, or is everybody really literally, because we just started a week ago, still in the challenge phase?
Yeah, we have figures from the weekend, obviously, because that's when the market closed. We have 2 traders who have already pretty much reached the profit targets, but they haven't completed the minimum days required. So they still have to complete these days in order to move on to the second phase. And there are other traders who are sort of borderline, nearly there. Yeah.
Awesome.
Obviously, there are no funded traders as yet because the whole program is very new.
Okay. Right. That's good. So now we can go back to the Telegram group, tell them like the money is coming and it's coming very soon. So that withdrawal question needs to die at least for for a month.
And we are answering, because people ask us the same questions on WhatsApp and by emails, and we have been answered. Please tell them the program is new. There is no one funded so far. If someone tells you that, I've been funded under, I am funded under the new program, that's not with us.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a guy somewhere on YouTube saying that he has a withdrawal proof because there's a lot of lies in this industry. But I know that we had this program set up for 2 hours. We have done a lot of questions. At the beginning, I was actually really rushing, getting everything ready, finding a space to really sit down and do this. I just wanted to say, really thank you for you, Will, to accept the invitation, being able to come, and be able to speak to your, potential customers, potential future traders, and just this face-to-face interaction from a person like you, who's trying to give opportunities to traders is very, very important. And in terms of reputation for your firm, as new, is going to really be great. And I'm really thankful that you were able to, accept the invitation. And then, all the traders here, I'm nobody very special. I just took the initiative, and I wanted to get, the answers that you guys were looking for. And hopefully we can, probably, do this again some other time, but not take the entire time really, talking about all this. But I see Mr. Tayo Adeyanju. It's like one of my Nigerian brothers. My man, what's your question? You got your hand up. Taiwo Adeyanju. Now we have Izuku Ani. It looks like you guys are just playing. You guys raising your hands. I can raise my hands too.
Mine, I'm actually raising mine on the
video
your
question?
in case I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
So my question is this. So are you guys looking forward to having let's say a YouTube channel, just so that you can help spread the word? And because I think that's going to help people to actually, know that this is real. Because most people are saying this stuff is too good to be true. So I think maybe having a YouTube channel, just like every other major prop firm that we have out there, because it's going to help disseminate the information and also, help convince people that, hey, this is really legit,
So the Zoom was not enough? You want me to be on YouTube?
No. I'm actually asking them as a firm, the prop trading, I'm asking them as a firm. The way FTMO, for example, has a YouTube channel. FXC that came out like 2 weeks ago has a YouTube channel. Funding Talent has a YouTube channel, stuff like that, right? And that helps to disseminate the information and spread the word, because everything now is basically like everybody lives on social media, so to speak, right? So that's what my question is. Are you guys looking forward to having let's say a YouTube channel? I know you're on Instagram, but most of this happen on YouTube. So I don't know. Are you looking forward to that? Is it part of the plan?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's a very good question. The reality is, obviously, in the future, the plan is to explore, any available channel that we have in order to promote our company. But now, for the time being, we are focusing all our energy and efforts in establishing this strong relationship with the traders, because we know that you have you are in groups, in Instagram groups, and this is the most important thing. In order, instead of perhaps hiring some good-looking person to go on YouTube and say, okay, say some good things about my firm. No, what we are using is we're creating this relationship with you guys, and you are going to be saying good things about us because you're going to have that report. We're going to have the proof that we provide a good customer service. We delivered what we offer, and this is our primary concern now, our primary focus now, rather. And but yes, obviously in the future we are going to explore different channels because, like I said, we are still small. We have a lot of work to do, but we want to be on top. And to be able to be on top, we have to use all of these available channels to us. So yes, it's
sure. And just to add to that, like personally, I'm a YouTube. I'm on YouTube as well, and my plan is actually to purchase this the 200K account, for next week, and I'm going to be documenting my journey going forward from the challenge to the evaluation, and that's my own way of helping to spread the news as well. I do it for other firms.
You better pass because you're gonna have like those comments.
Oh no, I'm going to pass. I'm already trading for.
Is brutal. Is brutal.
I'm already trading for 3 prop firms, so I think I should be able to pass it. By every other thing being equal.
Good luck. Good luck. That would be great.
Sure. So right, that's it. That's good. Thank you very much. I really appreciate.
Thank you. Appreciate.
Call.
Thank you very much, Will. So like the last thing I wanted to do, like I think I asked you this about any discount that you want to give on this special day, anything?
Look,
I don't want to put you on the spot, but like we could go 50-50.
Look,
or they call it 55-50.
What's 55-50? I don't know that one.
Do something.
No. There's a concept that everything is always more than 100%.
Oh,
so that's why I say 55-50. But
2 halves is more than 50% each. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So in terms of pricing, this is very important. Okay, we are starting with introductory prices now. So obviously this gives you guys an opportunity to, whoever wants to jump in, the early birds signing in and trusting our company, they're obviously going to enjoy. Our prices are as they are. If you take, for example, the 200K accounts that our competitor just launched recently, our price is 60% lower than theirs. Okay, so obviously there is no rush. You can start trading with us anytime, but there is no guarantees that the prices are going to stay as they are in the near future because the prices we are practicing now are very, very competitive. And if you want to join the prop trading firm now, it's probably a good opportunity because we can't guarantee that they're going to be like this for a long period of time.
Yeah, I mean, I see like as demand goes up, I believe that the price will also go up.
You see why I wanted my trade copiers?
What happened?
Because I know the prices are gonna go up.
Better start trading now.
my question was actually I was trying to get Will and the firm to give at least like 1 account discount, and then I was gonna cover the remainder from the discount. Meet him like halfway, and we're gonna give it to like 1 random person here. But I think that it's just not in the budget. But maybe in the future.
No, we're going to look. Regarding price, I thought you were talking about prices in general. So the pricing offer is, as you know, it's very, very competitive, and we are receiving this feedback from everyone, and this is our take. Like, more than welcome to join the firm now. You can join the firm in the future, but there is obviously no guarantees that they're going to stay because they are definitely introductory prices. We are going to be. Are you guys following us on our Telegram group? Obviously, I believe most of you are, and on our Instagram account as well.
Yeah.
What is the Telegram group, please? If you can share the details, we don't have that.
Okay. Do you have it, Dave?
Yeah. So the Telegram group is Let me give you the link. You can actually access it from the website.
Oh, okay.
So,
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
yeah,
Okay.
you can access it from the website, but I don't think I can send you the link in this chat right now.
Okay, thanks.
Lisa,
We'll find it.
Do you have
Mr.
our
Mike?
website? I can type our website here.
Let me
just
put the
in case.
website here.
Yeah.
And
So,
while you're at it, just one question again for me.
Mhm.
So
please,
supposing
I have
you're intending to trade, let's say two challenge accounts, can you buy the two right now and then just do one challenge and then keep the other one for later? And the question is, how long can you defer it for before you start trading?
That's a very
If
good
the prices
question.
are going, prices are going to go up.
Now you're trading. Now you're not only trading with the prop trading, but you want to trade futures as well. Is that
He's hold. He
Yes,
He
so
wants
to
to
speak,
trade.
futures in court. Yeah. So
He wants
just
to trade.
let's say you
Yeah.
keep one for 30 days later. Let's say you pass the first challenge and then you focus on the next one, because one, we can't use the copiers, and two,
Yeah.
it might be difficult for people to focus on the two at the same time. But then
Yeah.
third, you want to take advantage of the early bird prices if that be the case.
Yeah, no, I understand what you mean. Yeah, no, I think 30 days is fair. I think we can hold on. We can hold the account for 30 days, no problem. Yeah, just when you buy if you buy two at the same time, just when you receive your login details, you just send an email to support and say, look, account number such and such, I want to start trading straight away, and the other account, I just want to put it on hold for such a period of time.
Hold,
Yes.
reserve. Yeah. Okay. Super.
Just keep in mind that once you start trading, you can't put the account on hold anymore. Okay, so when the trade starts,
Okay, super. Thank you.
Okay,
excellent.
I have,
Thank you.
All right, I have a question.
Mr.
Relating to
Hold on, guys.
Please,
Let's
can
not.
you hear me?
I just hold on. Let me ask this question real quick.
Hold on. Let's not speak over each other, okay?
Can you hear me now?
Who is
Right.
speaking?
So as I was saying, what if I pay for the challenge? However, I don't want to start the same day. Right? It's all one challenge, but I don't want to start the same day. Can you hold the challenge until the first day of trading, or it start when you pay? I wasn't here before, so I don't know if that question.
Oh, that's a good question. Basically, the gentleman is asking, does your first day of the 30 days start when you receive the credential, or when you actually place the first trade?
Oh yeah. We got some of these questions. Obviously, sometimes it doesn't make much of a difference. If you bought, let's say, sometimes if you bought it on the weekend and you say, I want to start trading on Monday, the reality is that 30 days is going to count, the 4 full, let's say, business days, the 4 full business weeks, let's put it this way. But when you buy the valuation program, when you receive your credentials, again, it doesn't matter if you want to start trading one and put the second one on hold, or if you just bought one, just inform support. Okay, I want to change my start date to such and such, and we adjust that on your platform. And obviously, the only thing that you have to remember is if you start trading before the date that because the account will be ready for you. Okay, your account will be actually enabled for trading. So if you start trading before the dates that you advised that you wanted to, that's when it starts to count. But other than that, when you buy and you receive the login details, that's when it starts counting, unless you inform us. Yeah.
Great. I think that's very clear.
Okay.
Can you buy multiple challenges and use copy trade? No, we've already established that.
Hello,
please.
Hold on, guys, relax. One at a time. I can't even find you. Where are you? All right, we're gonna go with Martin King first.
I already asked my question. That was
okay. So put your hand down, and then we're gonna go to Tao Adeyanju. You keep putting your hand up.
Yeah, thank you very much. Earlier, I raised my hand, but I was having problem with my mic.
I've seen you on the Telegram. You're talking a lot of stuff. So hopefully you have a good question.
Thank you very much. In fact, you are doing wonderfully well.
Go ahead.
In fact, if not for you, I don't know where I could have been by now, because you really and the Telegram. You really
I try to calm you down because you're talking so
Yeah,
much.
yeah,
But today,
you
go
try.
ahead and ask
Don't
your
worry.
question.
Don't worry. God bless you. Yeah, my question is, you see, issue of I'm sorry you could not see me because I'm really in my deep sleep. I just have to
I'm sure you are handsome, sir. Go ahead. Ask your question.
Yeah. You see, the question on how do I put it? On the, really, if there is, I mean, a way of monitoring your progress.
Are you talking about the dashboard?
The dashboard, exactly. You monitor what, I mean, I don't want to mention a firm, but if you permit me, I will do.
So we already talked about this. We're gonna hear
Yes.
the answers in the recording. So basically, the firm is working on a solution very soon. In the meantime, you can use your MT5 terminal or plug into a third party that you can use.
Okay.
But you're gonna
Because
have the recording when you wake up from your dreams. You're gonna have a recording. Sorry, I'm really tough on you because I know me and you were going back and forth on the Telegram. Mr. Tom Babs.
Okay.
This is actually Will. This is one of your first customers, and he is one of the crazy guy who went and bought 500 worth of account, 500K worth of account.
Where is his? Can't see his. Can I see his?
Tom Babs.
Tom, hi. Yeah. My
Hi, Tom.
question is just about clarification. Actually, I'm a funded trader with FTMO.
Yep.
And I'm already trading with them. So on your own prop firm, now I purchased like 3 accounts. But I realized I almost start trading on Friday to just use Copia on all the 3.
Okay.
But I'm like, let me just wait till Monday. Thank God I didn't do that. Well, I know it's
good to hear, Tom.
But now my question is this. Can I just use Copia from FTMO on one of the 3 accounts?
Yeah, you can.
One.
Yes, if you want to copy from any external account, whether it's a demo account or whatever you have, and if you want to copy that into one of our accounts, that's fine, no problems at all.
Okay,
But not all
fine.
3. And then remember, Monday, tomorrow, send an email and put those other accounts on hold, my brother.
I know, right?
All right. Make sure you do that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tom.
All right, guys.
All right,
thank you everybody for your time. Thank you. This has been a really good session. And thank you very much, Will. And thank you everybody for being great, asking great questions. Now, if technology permits me, it might take me a day or 2. I'm going to try to share this conversation in the Telegram group. I joke a lot, but I mean really well. And thank you very much for everybody. This has been a really great session. And let's go back to the Telegram channel and bring the masses down.
Thank you very much, Evan, and all the team, Worldwide FX. Thank you everyone who participated in this Q&A session. This Zoom session was very nice, was very interesting for me as well. I'm always learning from you guys, always getting feedback, always trying to improve. This is what this prop firm is all about, okay? We haven't come to the market with a product that is, it's fixed and nothing to change. No, on the contrary, I think we are listening, and a good example of that is what happened again, we're not going to touch that again, but about a week ago, when a lot of people spoke up and we said, okay, we've got to do something about it. We are here for the right reasons. We are very ambitious. We have big plans. We really appreciate your support, because without your support, we are not going anywhere. But so far, we understand that most traders are really happy with our offer, and they are willing to join and work with us. So we are very grateful for that. We really appreciate it. And this space is fantastic.
wanted to say one thing. I really enjoyed.
I knew you were gonna say
your-
something at the last minute.
No, but this day I'm giving him a good send off here.
All right,
What I
all
wanted
right.
to say is, I like his company's attitude because a lot of the companies, they don't really listen to their customers. I know months ago, someone did a review on your company as one of the worst prop trading firms out there. And now you've been able to listen to the customers, listen to the clients, and able to turn that around and possibly, God willing, become the top funding firm out there. So I like that attitude. A lot of prop firms, they'll just say, please contact customer support. You'll get lost in a wave of emails and you'll never hear anything back. At least you're taking the time to listen to the concerns, address the concerns, and say, hey, listen, the more we give customer service, the more they'll spread word of mouth, the more they'll invite their friends, and the more money we'll make. Instead of we think we know everything as a company, we don't need them. So I'm glad that you took the time to come here today, but also listen to the customers and what they want. And I'm sure you're going to be getting some great traders coming your way.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.